Time is a ticking. It's so close. I can taste it. That's how you know you really ready to go. When you ready to go, you ready to go. You counting down. What up, y'all? It's your girl, Jasmine Nicole, and welcome to Weight with Jazz, a safe space for the obese, the overweight, and those who want to lose weight, including myself, share our weight journeys, and a little bit of my life, too. So, recap for those who don't know, I used to be 284 pounds. I lost 115 pounds 12 years ago, managed to keep it off, but slowly started to fall into a weight stall as well as slight weight gain and couldn't wrap my head around it. So I chose to pursue the 40-pound weight loss through GLP-1 medication, Zepbound brand, and currently Tirzepatide compound that I'm on. So that's my spiel. So I'm chiming in on day 2 of my thoughts on the 5-unit microdosing of the 7.5 Tirzepatide compound. All right, y'all. So this is day 2. Yesterday, I dropped the video on how it was going so far. And it was going well. It was going smoothly. I really did not have any side effects. And it remained smoothly throughout the rest of the evening. The suppression continued. I did notice, I felt like my food digested better. I felt like I didn't feel like overstuffed. And not because I didn't, not because I overate. I just didn't have that overstuffed feeling that you can tend to have, or at least I tend to have on GLP-1 medication, especially a therapeutic dose. Oh, it's him. So today, I wake up. I don't have any type of indigestion, any acid reflux. Last night, I did not have any discomfort. And that tends to happen at times when I'm on the regular dose. I think I'm trying to meet my protein count. I'm trying to meet the calorie deficit count. So I can maintain, some muscle mass, preserve some of it. But sometimes we do know, y'all, that it becomes so difficult, right? It becomes difficult at times to meet the numbers. So you don't want to be in too much of a deficit, but sometimes it's inevitable because this medication works and it can be strong, right? That's just what it is. So, but I had a little opening, but I didn't overeat. Do I think last night that I could have probably eaten a little bit more? Yes, I think I could have eaten a little bit more. But did I? No. Did I feel the urge to eat more? Like, did I have the food noise, the cravings, but like, go ahead and push it, eat more, like that hunger? No, but I just knew by the way my body was feeling, my stomach was feeling, compared to what it usually feels on a full 7.5 dose, that if I wanted to, I could have had it without discomfort. So I picked that up. So today, up and out, feeling wonderful. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, right? But are there any changes, right? Got up, did my regular routine. Y'all, I told y'all I am routine set. And I think I am going to appreciate that more rather than look at that as a weakness like some may. People tend to pass judgment on people who have certain type of lifestyles, who have certain type of routines, you know, who are structured certain ways, who just try to stick to things. You know, they ain't better than nobody, you know, but they just have a certain way of living. And that's me. I have a certain way of living. And I'm embracing it more, and I'm not, you know, making excuses for it. All right. But yeah, back to me and my routine. Got up with my routine this morning, took my usual vitamin supplement compilation, and had some fluids in my body, and went forward with some weight training. Weight training was a little bit different today and yesterday because I kind of really stepped it up with the weights. I'm on 20-pound weights now, and I'm really in my glute building phase, y'all, of body recompositioning. Definitely and slightly, once I hit that goal weight, slightly increase my calories, about 200 to 300 calories. And of course, I am striving for at least 80 grams of protein. Hit and miss, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about protein. I mean, because technically by my weight, I don't really have to have that much protein. It's in the 50s, maybe 60 bracket. But that's for sedentary. You know, I mean, my job is sedentary, but I'm up and moving too at times, often. And I just like to maintain, you know, a certain suppression schedule, you know, because, you know, I most of the time sitting down all day in my office for long periods of time. So I need some vigorous exercise and to maintain that on a regular basis, to maintain fitness for me, for what I want to look like, for where I'm trying to go, for where I'm trying to be. So I did that, feeling good. That went well. Hydrated through it. And suppression is the same as yesterday. There isn't a cue. Maybe because this is day 2. Hey, there isn't a food cue, really. Well, a noise cue, a food noise cue, not just a hunger cue. There isn't a food noise cue. So it's almost like it's very similar, just minus the side effects. Now, however, yesterday, I think I did experience a belch or two, but nothing excessive. Because I know usually I have, like, they're pretty repetitious. I have belches. They not sulfur belches, but I be having belches, y'all. Is what it is. Is what it is. Ain't nothing out of control, but you know, they're frequent enough for me to know they're frequent. But that's pretty much it. Just had a couple of those. Was good. No indigestion or nothing, y'all. So really, this 5 units of the 7.5 Tirzepatide compound is lasting up well as far as its effects on a microdose maintenance level. That's what I'm thinking. It's day 2, usually of the regular 7.5 dose. Day 2 is still strong in suppression. So I'm glad to see that day 1 and day 2 of this microdose is still the same level of suppression, just with less effects. Now, do I think this is going to change? Yeah, I do. It's because it is such a microdose. Do I think, you know, it's going to slow down some and I probably will start hearing noises? I'm presuming, possibly. But we'll see. If not, I'll be pleasantly surprised. For real. Got me slit. So far, so good, y'all. So then I'll be going on day 3 and day 4. Now, what I'm noticing, I'm having a bit more of a desire more for food. That, like, I felt like my palates were more deadened on a higher dose, but like on this low micro dose, it's like I feeling more of that sensation. The palate, like maybe the palate maybe coming back. Because this GLP-1 medication, I think it does change how you know, taste food in a sense. It doesn't change the taste, but it changes kind of like your palate to want it. It's not as enticing. It's not as sensualizing, you know. It's not, you don't have that mouth water. It's not like you have there, you know, you get, your senses get ignited and you have to have it. It's like the medication, that's that extra sensory, like, but as it's like, as the lower dose you have, it kind of like opens that back up. I'm not kind of like that, you know, the appreciation of food again, because I know that was a thing and is a thing. I've definitely heard content about it, about people feeling like they're missing out on food, on the taste of food, on the value of food in their life on this medication, because of its strong effects to make you not want to desire to eat. So if you don't want to desire to eat, I guess people associating that to some level of unhappiness in society, you know, in the world of socializing. And I can see that. I can understand that, especially for those who are foodies. Those like who are, food is the strong component that ignites sharing, gathering, love, and all that, fellowship, interaction. Food is a very strong companion source. It's just, it brings people together. It makes people happy, you know, and it makes people feel good. Food, right? So, that came out of nowhere though, but that was a thought that I've had for a while based off of some information I discovered, and it kind of, you know, struck the light bulb. Ding. I'm like, well, and can I resonate a little bit with it? I can, because sometimes like I just be like, I'm going with the flow sometimes. I'm going with the routine of this medication now, and it's just like, it's like I'm so psyched because I'm finally seeing results. I'm finally getting to that goal weight that I thought I would never ever get to in my life. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Ever, 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 okay? So it's like I'm ignoring all the other things that could be strong considerations as implications in my life, you know what I mean, from the medication. Like, you know, right now I'm not worried about the desire of food. Like, even though I know I'm going to eat, I'm just, the food, it's like right now, it's like I'm in that mindset that my father has always been. Maybe I get it from him, but I didn't get it from him soon enough until now. That, you know, that I'm eating to live, not living to eat. So like that's my mindset right now as I've been on this medication and this journey. It's like, it's not really bothering me, although those are some considerations, losing the desire of food on this medication to the point where it implicates you know, you socially and your happiness, and possibly trigger depression. I don't know, you know, so many things. I'm sure studies going on about that. But for me, just like, no, because I have a craving, I have a strong desire to get this weight off, to get, and to have body recompositioning, to see if I can further go to the next level of fitness, of being toned, and maintain this rightfully, like I feel like I should have been all my life. because I honestly feel like I should have been a smaller size my entire life. And had I been eating the correct way from the beginning, I believe I would have. Because, yeah, my body, I can't imagine my body going backwards at all. It doesn't even feel like it would be right. Like, my body won't allow my body to go that far anymore. It's like I'm supposed to be this size. At least that's what I believe, based on how I'm feeling. But I guess once I get to a solid level of weight maintenance and everything is cool, then I'll start, I guess, worrying about rechanneling the desire for food again socially. But you know what, y'all? Before this medication, I really wasn't. Maybe it's just I'm not gonna say an ambition thing. Maybe because I'm just so headstrong on staying focused. Before this medication, I wasn't worried really about how my diet or my eating lifestyle, me losing weight, was going to impact me socially, because I just know how to, work around it. I know I make certain food choices, and if, they're not available, then I just I skip eating. I'll fast, but I'll still socialize, I'll have something to drink that's low calorie, preferably no sugar. I'll do what do what I need to do. Still socialize, but I wouldn't let the food element interfere. Now, did anybody else pay attention to it? I don't know. I can't tell, okay? Some people, be low key, like, it's somebody thinking like, dang, she never really be eating, or she always order a salad. Because that's one thing I will. I will order a salad and a side of French fries in a minute, because I'm vegetarian. Well, I'm pescatarian now, but I don't eat fish all the time. But before I was pescatarian, I was really vegetarian. So I wasn't eating any fish. Then I went into the pescatarian lane. So I was always ordering a salad and a fry, just to have something. Like, there's always an option when I go out to eat. It may not always be the option I want, but as long as there is a vegetarian option, I'm cool. And a vegetarian option is always a salad. I didn't say vegan because I'm using ranch dressing. Real ranch, okay? So, as long as I got that, I'm cool. Now, like I said, people may, looking at something. People may have different judgments silently, subliminal thinking. Like, that chick always eating grass. Or she gonna get a fry, she ain't gonna eat nothing. But the point is, I'm there, okay? I'm there, and that's what matters. I'm not excluding myself from interaction. So if anybody ever is experiencing that, embrace it. Know that there's always a healthy option that you can select wherever you are. You may not want it, but it'll do some filling to you. You'll be fine. Okay? Okay. All right. So that was pretty much my update for the day, too. We're going to divvy over to a different update real quick, swiftly. A moving update. Y'all, I'm so ready. She ready. Okay, she is ready to depart. When you counting down, you know you ready. And the countdown is real. About to be sturdy out this piece, okay? Everything's done, pretty much. I finally see things disappearing in my house. Okay, let me not say in the house, okay? Because I'm out. Things disappearing. I did the junk purge. I'm going to do round 2 of the junk purge before I finally close the house down. Y'all, it takes some coordination and all that when you move, and especially if you want to get rid of things and you want movers and all of that. So, I did it to a T. I'm a coordinator. That's what I do. Coordinate at work, and I also coordinate very well at my personal life. So got rid of a lot of stuff, and then I did my own type of purge for Salvation Army separately. Gave them a lot of stuff because I'm in this minimalism space, y'all. This is my aura. This is my vibe. And this is who I've always been, and I just never really embraced it. I just want to be intentional with the things that I do have. Organizational. I want to be modest, modern, and minimalism. That's it. I want to be basic. Basic is beautiful, you know? So I'm so excited for this. It was kind of like therapy for me. I'm like, I really could have, if it wasn't for me wanting to hold on to about 7 items, I could have got rid of everything. And just, because I'm pretty much doing new everything. But I wasn't letting go of my bed. No, Lord, I wasn't letting go of that bed. That bed cost me a pretty penny. My canopy is going. But when the day comes, I might ride through that there later today. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just feeling the vibe, y'all. For real. Y'all, let me know what's going on so far. What's up with your Tirzepatide update? Or your Semaglutide update? Or your Ozempic update? Or your Wegovy update? Your Zepbound update? Hopefully you're still getting it. Your Manjaro update. Your Saxenda update. Your Trulicity update. And if you got your hands on being in phase 3 trials of Retatrutide, drop down and give a Retatrutide update, okay? That thing is a 3-pronged agonist Eli Lilly is introducing into the game. Like there isn't a major scarcity and financial ethical issue occurring regarding the current GLP-1's accessibility now. Well, we're dropping a 3-pronged agonist. It's probably going to be 3-pronged priced. 3-pronged priced, I'm sure. But this is the GIP. This is the GOP, the GIP, and the glucagon. It sounds definitely super advantageous for the diabetic community, but they're really trying to see what type of weight loss effect they get from it. But of course, the first target is going to be the diabetic community. Hence, I think maybe that's why they're throwing in the additional 3rd prong. Or maybe for weight too. Because I said they're testing GIP by itself to see what can that do by itself for weight loss. But here's the thing, all these weight loss medications coming into the scene. And like I said, in a time where everybody's really financially vulnerable. And insurance companies are slowly but surely adjusting their criteria to make people completely ineligible. So what are we doing? But that's when you know it's the money, keep rolling them out. Because somehow, somebody, some way, is going to afford to pay for the medication. Like I said, there's a population of the higher class, I would say the high class. I mean, those are people who can really afford it. The celebrity level people as well. People who are making high 6 figures and above. Even a certain level of 6 figures, depending on, what your status is. Are you single? Do you got kids or whatever? You can really afford, $1,000 or $1,500 a month in just your medication alone. I mean, especially if you're doing other cosmetic things, you definitely can when you're making a certain amount of money. And that population Eli Lilly has, Novo Nordisk has that population. It's the middle class population, the regular folk, us, okay? Us trying to get to a low 6-figure salary. We just trying to get at the cusp. Just get me there. Even though when taxes hit, it's going to be 5-figure. But look, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there at Gross. Just get me there. You know, we just trying to get there. We trying to move on up. We trying to live in a nice single family home, you know, and be doggone broke as heck dealing with that. With these homes skyrocketing at $299.99. Okay, $300K. These houses are skyrocketing at $300K and plus $400K. Beautiful though. What they gonna do, y'all? But just know, at least you know, hey, new medications are coming out, and although they may be high priced, that could still be an opportunity. It's a new medication for your insurance company to include it on your formulary, for it to be approved, you know, within their requirements, as long as you follow their requirements, y'all. That's one thing. We're not going to be able to negate too much these requirements, y'all. They pretty much, I mean, because they're really not, they are unreasonable, but it's not like they're not valid. The claims for modifying certain eligibility requirements are not necessarily not valid. It's just the way it's being done, how it's being introduced, it's being, you know, force-fed to a community and affecting. I know it affects a large amount of people already because certain GLP-1 medications will no longer be covered under BCBS. Michigan BCBS. But that slowly can have a trickle effect, and I believe will, on BCBSs in different states, as well as other insurance companies. So just look out for a curtail and modifications in the eligibility requirements. That's why I made that video suggesting that y'all include everything, that whole packet, send it off every time. Include it. Don't miss a beat, don't miss information, don't miss history. Include your stuff. Be overly winded. It's okay. Overly winded. Care if that thing 3 pages, you exhaust them every time. Look, that's a legal technique. You exhaust them. In the legal world, they'll exhaust you with discovery paperwork, okay? Send it to you last minute. It be the techniques. These are legal freaking techniques, but anyway. But I guess that's the response. They just gonna automatically deny. I hope not, because that's how they acting. They automatically receiving these prior authorizations, and it's just, you quick responses, no. Denied. You know. I'm hoping that's not the case, y'all. You gotta just deal with it. But if you're able to and can afford to, get a compound. You can fit it in your budget if you can. Don't get your eyelashes done, okay, sweetie? Hold off on your nails, you know what I'm saying? Go natural. You know. Now, if you want to get your hair done, okay, keep the hair. You know, I know how we are. Especially if you're not like just locked up or whatever, you know, get your hair. But cut one of those cosmetic expenses so you can fit your medication in, boo. Okay, you can fit it in. And if worst case scenario, if financially, if you have to, you just may have to go down to Semaglutide compound, which is relatively cheaper than Tirzepatide compound, and mess with that for a period. But at least you'll have a GLP-1 medication in you. It may not be a dual pronged GLP-1. It won't be the GIP as well as the GLP, but at least you'll have the GLP. You have the appetite suppression. You'll have that delayed gastric feeling for to feel full longer. Okay? So, I hope this did you guys well. I love talking to you guys and sharing this information. Drop all the information you know in the comments. I love seeing it benefit everyone. People are just so insightful. I love seeing the community come together with information. It's just really fulfilling. I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to get at you with the next video. Be real, boo. I think I want me a so bad, y'all. It is hot today. And it would be so refreshing. But I'm thinking about that sugar. My carb day was yesterday. I had my carb day. Today is my key